Cambrian Period was the first period of the Paleozoic era, and the period was the first of the geological time span. The Cambrian Period begins the time period that leads up to the supercontinent of Pangaea. The Cambrian explosion helped start the Cambrian Period 540 million years ago. The period lasted from 540 million years ago to 485 million years ago. Pangaea started to break up during the Cambrian Period. As the North American plate moved north with the parts of the Eurasian plate to form the supercontinent of Laurasia, the remaining land became the continent of Gondwana. The Ordovician Period is the second period of the Paleozoic era and lasted for 45 million years, from 1485 million years ago to 443 million years ago. Pangaea began in Gondwana and is moving more south, and the northern parts are now only ocean. The Pacific Ocean is massive and covers the northern half of the Earth. Squids and octopi became the main animals in the main Pacific Ocean, and the main continents don't host any life. The Silurian Period is the third period of the Paleozoic era and lasted for 24 million years, from 443 million years ago to 419 million years ago. Gondwana lost a lot of land, and the continents are very low continental levels. There is a global ice age. Gondwana moved north, but the sea was very deep and very massive. It covered over 78% of the world's area. The Silurian Period started to bring bugs and insects back into the water, and they started to spread. The Devonian Period is the fourth period of the Paleozoic era and lasted for 60 million years, from 419 million years ago to 358 million years ago. Gondwana moves north, and Laurasia moves south, and the two plates finally connect together, making the supercontinent of Pangaea. The Devonian Period saw a lot of fish being produced into the oceans, and some animals went on land, but not much. Pangaea formed 360 million years ago at the end of the Devonian Period, and new life started to come up from the ocean. The Carboniferous Period is the fifth of the Paleozoic era and lasted for 59 million years long, from 358 million years ago to 299 million years ago. Carboniferous showed growth of the forests of Pangaea and started to have life on it. Plants and animals inhabiting the forest were now called the Devonian forest because they started at the end of the Devonian Period. Reptiles and birds started to make homes in the forest on Pangaea. Bugs came out from underwater and started to crawl on the new land. The Permian Period was the sixth and final period of the Paleozoic era and was 49 million years long, from 299 million years ago to 250 million years ago. The Permian Period had Pangaea host new landscapes of mountains and savannas. Pangaea had reptiles, birds, and insects growing in the larger forests like swamps. Some animals went extinct after a large explosion called the Permian explosion killed some plants and animals. Some birds and reptiles survived and they became the dinosaurs. Some insects also survived but died in the next period of the Triassic. The Triassic Period was the first period of the Mesozoic era and lasted for 49 million years, from 250 million years ago to 199 million years ago. Pangaea moved north and new islands formed near the North American plate. Dinosaurs have taken over the land and started to kill each other. Some water dinosaurs exist, and they eat krill and smaller bacteria. The Triassic really changed Pangaea into a dino world, with a lot of smaller land species quickly dying out from the dinosaurs. Pangaea was no longer connected to the South Pole by land, and was finally a tropical world with an average temperature of 77 degrees Fahrenheit. The Jurassic Period is the second period of the Mesozoic era and lasted for 54 million years, from 199 million years ago to 145 million years ago. Pangaea started to split apart by 170 million years ago. North America drifted away from Pangaea. Antarctica, Madagascar, India, and Australia drifted away by 150 million years ago. Dinosaurs still thrive on the changing Earth. By 150 million years ago, Gondwana and Laurasia are now separate again, but the dinosaurs are still thriving on them. Global temperatures are still in the 70-degree Fahrenheit mark, and insects are making a comeback from the dinosaurs first on the planet during the Permian Period. The Cretaceous Period is the third and last period of the Mesozoic era, and it lasted for 79 million years, from 145 million years ago to 66 million years ago. In the beginning of the period, Gondwana split apart, and India and Madagascar stayed together until 100 million years ago. Antarctica and Australia stayed together until 40 million years ago. Africa and South America finally split 100 million years ago, and the South Atlantic Ocean formed. The dinosaurs thrived, and the T-Rex is the most famous dinosaur, ate dinos like the Triceratops. India moved north, and by 7 million years ago, the Earth was covered in water. 66 million years ago, an asteroid hit the Earth, killing the dinosaurs and ending the Cretaceous Period and the Mesozoic era. The Paleogene Period was the first of the Cenozoic era and lasted for 43 million years, from 66 million years ago to 23 million years ago. This period saw growth in mammals taking over the planet after the dinosaurs died 66 million years ago. 50 million years ago, India collided with Eurasia, creating the Himalayas, the largest mountain in the world today. Marsupials started to migrate to South America, Australia, and Antarctica. These animals started to give birth to live young. In Antarctica, froze over 50 million years ago and became an Arctic wasteland. The Paleogene saw Australia and Antarctica split 40 million years ago. Australia moved north to what it is today. Mammals started to live in the forest, whereas the dinosaurs lived before 66 million years ago.